What's going on YouTube? My name is Alan and welcome back to this channel. As you guys can see, my car's covered up and I'm in a boot. Things are looking a little bit different than usual. I've been out of the driver's seat for about a month now. I've completely ruptured my Achilles. Like not just a tear, but like fully separated and fully ruptured. Yeah, I was just playing basketball and it just popped. You could hear it pop and yeah, it sucks. And I haven't been able to drive for about a month. It's gonna be another month or two before I can again. So yeah, this is obviously a different type of video than you guys are used to. I'm just glad that I'm finally off my crutches. Like I'm finally just walking around in this boot. I mean, it sucks, but I'm just glad I'm off the crutches. Like the atrophy in my leg is like actually ridiculous. My calf is like half the size. This is terrible. But you know, things happen. I'll get better and I'll get back to making these driving videos for you guys soon. But I've got a bit of a different style of video for you guys in the meantime, and this is going to be a little bit more technical than what you guys are used to. I've got a few questions and I've been looking online for information that I just simply can't find. So I'm going to need your help and your mechanical knowledge of the YouTube community and the community that I've built all together to help me come up with decisions and information that I need to make for my next steps with this car. Yeah guys, this is going to be a pretty technical video, so I'm going to head over to my computer and so I will see you guys there. Before I get too far ahead of myself, I just want to update the people who are new to this channel. My name is Alan Stevens and this YouTube channel is about my car, my Porsche 718 Cayman S. And so I've done a few modifications to it. I've had it for 4 years now. So here are the things that I've done. I've done a Cayman air filter, changed the sound of the turbos a little bit. I don't know about power. And then after that, I ended up doing a APR tune. And it's just a flash tune, it's not a custom tune or anything like that. But it isn't a piggyback, it is actually like a flash tune. That tune should put the car right around 400 wheel horsepower, maybe a little bit under, maybe like not quite 400, but somewhere right around there. And this isn't exactly like an engine component, but I have an Escort Redline 360C radar detector, and I have a blend mount on my rear view mirror to hold it up, and it's using a mirror tap, so it taps into like all my lights up the top and stuff. It keeps the car looking clean. I don't have like wires hanging down and stuff for the radar detector. Highly recommend it. It's a good one. I just thought I'd mention it, even though it's not exactly an engine thing. So yeah, I wanted to talk with you guys. I want to talk with you fellow 718 Cayman owners and just people who are fans of this channel in general and what you guys want to see next on this channel. So, you know, in 4 years, I've done just a few mods, and so I'm looking to do a little bit more, and I'm wanting to create a plan for this YouTube channel and to grow this channel, just have some fun and do some things to my car along the way. And so I was thinking about the next logical steps of modifying my car. So I thought the best thing I could do was to reach out to the community that I've built with my YouTube channel and to ask you guys, what do you guys think that I should do for this channel? You guys can kind of decide and kind of steer the ship and where this channel goes. But I feel like naturally a downpipe would make sense. Maybe like a catless downpipe. I live in Kentucky, so they're not very strict about this stuff. So I could go catless, but hold on, let's backtrack for a second. Should I even do the downpipe first? I'm not exactly sure whether I should do the exhaust first even, but I would like to enhance the sound of the car a bit. That would be nice. But yeah, I just want to reach out to you guys who've modified your Caymans. Let me hear about what you guys did in the comments section, whether you went downpipe first or exhaust, or you ended up doing something completely different, unrelated. Like another possibility that I had thought of was potentially like an E85 conversion. Now, I wouldn't want it to like run strictly on E85. I would like to have like a flex fuel sensor and have like a proper custom tune to actually like run like the different contents of E85, because I think the percentages are from like 50% to 85%. So it kind of varies a little bit. So I know that I do want to make it run on just regular like 93 pump fuel as well. So this is a question that I'm going to need your help with. So I was trying to look online for the E85 conversion. And so I figured out that the pumps are going to need upgrading if I do E85. So for those of you guys who don't know, E85, although a higher octane, it contains about 30 to 40% less energy by volume. So it's gonna have to inject more fuel in order to get that power increase. I don't know if the injectors need upgrading though. So that's where I'm kind of unsure about the E85 route because so little people have done it and I just don't know what to expect going down that route. But before that, I do want to do a few things. I see that coming into play further down the line, but I imagine that the downpipe and the exhaust are probably going to come first. Maybe just one or maybe both. I don't know. I've been looking at Soul Performance and I've also looked at FI. I saw APR had one. AWE Tuning, they had an exhaust, but I don't believe they had a downpipe. But don't quote me on that, I'm not sure. But there's various manufacturers out there for this stuff. Soul Performance seems to stand out from the rest in terms of price. They're just a lot more expensive. And so I was trying to figure out why. And one of the differences I saw in the description is that Soul Performance's downpipe is made of T304L. Now, the other ones are made of T304. So I don't know much about steel, but apparently T304L has a higher carbon content and it's meant to like resist like erosion and like the rusting and take the heat differences from hot to cold better than just plain T304. Now, is it worth $700 more? I don't know, and you guys are gonna have to give me your input on that. Apparently it's better for like welding pieces together. Apparently the welds are supposed to like hold stronger. Now, I don't know if it's $700 better, but I'm sure you guys can help me on that down in the comments. Yeah, so that's been on my mind. And one last thing, I know I'm talking a lot, but really I'm just nerding out about my car, and I figure some people would appreciate it. Some people are just gonna click away because it's boring. But there's also a TCU Upgrade by APR. And so that's caught my eye. That would be cheaper than a downpipe. That'd be about $1,000 from APR. And I've heard that it's good. Now, I don't know much about it. I think this as well, not many people have done that I know of anyway. Maybe I just suck at research, but I mean, the times that APR reported, it cuts down a lot on like the 0 to 60 times. And yeah, I know it's not all about the 0 to 60 times, but some of the cool features that it had, it was like, just like the GT4 PDKs, they actually like, it won't creep. So what I mean by creep is like, if you let go of the brake, like a regular automatic kind of rolls forward. And so in the regular non-GT models, all the PDK transmissions actually do that. You let go of the brake and the clutch begins to grab and you start scooting forward. But in the transmission of your GT cars, they're not going to creep. So anyways, the non-GTs don't have that where the GTs do. And so apparently the APR TCU tune actually makes it to where it functions like the GT ones. And it also codes in a like a clutch kick with the paddles. I didn't know this until later on. I thought that my car could do it. I just never tried it. But apparently in the GT cars, if you hold both paddles of the PDK, it's like you push in the clutch and you can rev it up and then you let go of the paddles and the clutch will re-engage and it's a clutch kick. In the base is, I wouldn't say all of them, I don't know, maybe it depends by the country, but as far as I know, the non-GT models won't do that. And so I don't know about like the GTS. I don't know if that counts as like a GT model. I mean, it has GT in it, but mine's an S, so I know that mine don't do that, at least for my generation. I don't know about the older gens. But yeah, so the TCU tune for $1,000 would be something to consider. The downside would be that you have to go to an APR authorized dealer. But actually another topic related to APR, so my car is flashed with an APR tune. Now that means that I can't load on a custom tune to my car. Is that correct? As far as I know, I would need something like a Cobb access port or like, I don't know, some kind of like handheld unit to like adjust the maps and the custom tuning. And as far as I know in my research with APR, you either have the APR tune or not, and you can't exactly customize the tune. I know that that's going to lead to problems down the road when I start combining multiple different modifications and I end up needing a custom tune. I know it's going to cost me a little bit because I even have to get not just the cost of the tune, but the actual unit to load the tune onto. So that might be a little bit of a pain. One last modification that I have considered was Ragdoll's RMS Inlet Tube. Now, they contacted me and they actually made me aware of their product, and I'm not exactly sure whether I should buy it or not. I'm still kind of on the fence about it. No, there's someone in my comment section. Oh, you have the blue Cayman, man. You actually told me that I should get that. So if you're watching this, let me know how your experiences were. You've got me interested and I'm considering it, but I talked to a guy who builds race cars. He builds for like drag, not like race cars, but like drag strip race cars. Not that they're not race cars, that's not how I meant it. You guys know what I mean. Yeah, but anyway, he was telling me that there would be more turbo lag. So I would assume that if I change that inlet tube to that larger diameter RMS inlet tube, I would imagine that my peak power and my peak boost would go up, and I would just lose some like bottom end. I'd just get some more turbo lag basically. As far as I know, I don't exactly know, so that's where I kind of want, if you guys, any of you guys have done this modification, and the one guy with the blue Cayman that's always commenting, like, just let me know how that worked, because I'm interested and I'm kind of on the fence and I don't know what to do about it. Lowering springs, I see that as somewhere way on down the road. I don't see it happening anytime soon because my car's already low. I've got 20-inch wheels and fills up the wheel well, and it looks good, and it could be lower of course, but I'm already like kind of scraping some places. I mean, not really, I can avoid it, but I know that if I was on lowering springs, that would not be the best. I gotta get an alignment after the lowering springs, and I gotta screw with my camber, and it already handles so well that it's hard for me to just lower it just for looks, because it just handles so well where it is right now. Somewhere down the line, yeah, I see that happening, but not anytime soon. I have a lot of options that I can go for. I'm a little lost, if I'm being honest. I don't know what should be next on my car. They all seem like great options, and so I thought the best thing I should do would be to ask my YouTube channel, get your guys' opinions, and maybe some of you guys have gone through a similar situation and would have done differently or done the same. I don't know, but I would like to hear your guys' input, and maybe it would help me make my decision. Again, this wasn't exactly an educational video. This wasn't meant to be. It was supposed to be just me having a conversation with you, my community, and trying to get your input. So if I said anything wrong, if any of the information I gave out was wrong, please let me know in the comments. I'm just trying to learn, just trying to get better at this, and really, I'm excited for the future. I'm ready to do something big on my car. I'm looking for something fun, and I'm really excited for what the future holds. So I really appreciate all of your guys' inputs. If you guys commented or referenced something, and please, if you enjoy my channel, like and subscribe. I'm just a kid in college, just making fun videos. I mean, I know that this isn't any professional level stuff going on, but I try and make it fun. I try and make my channel a place for all 718 owners to talk with each other, have a conversation in the comments, and just learn a little something about their car. So yeah guys, that's about all I had to discuss with you all. I know that this was a little bit more on the technical side. I know it wasn't too crazy, but you know, it's not all that complicated. Just look into it a little bit, and you can learn a thing or two. So yeah guys, I really appreciate you guys watching this video, and yeah, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.